Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sabahul khair habibi wa habibti, sabahul nur, sabahul ful, sabahul waks. Kif hal? Alhamdulillah khair. Iya mi'an, al-an yaumul khamis, November 12, 2020. Welcome back to biology class with me, Mualimah Tuti Wardani Bangku SPD. Okay, naam habibi wa habibti, our topic for today is animals reproduction. Our indicator of our lesson today is be able to identify the kinds of sexual and asexual reproduction of animals. Our scientific word today is please career and careering. Male and female genitals, alat kelamin jantan dan betina. Male and female genitals, alat kelamin jantan dan betina. Male and female genitals, alat kelamin jantan dan betina. Male and female genitals, alat kelamin jantan dan betina. Kaman maro habibi wa habibti. Male and female genitals, alat kelamin jantan dan betina. Okay, naam habibi wa habibti, are you ready? Okay, hana waktu tadris, yalla bina nabda'un nashat.
Habibi wa habibti, you can open your science book page on 35 until 39. Habibi wa habibti, our topic for today is animals reproduction. Habibi wa habibti, animals reproduction occurs asexual and sexual. Lower animals can reproduce both sexual and asexual, and higher animals reproduce only sexual. Now, habibi wa habibti, let we discuss one by one. Okay, the first time we discuss about asexual reproduction. Asexual reproductions means reproductions that occurs without being preceded by the fusion of two sex cells of different type. There are 5 types of asexual reproduction in animals. The first, binary fission, double fission, shoot formations, regeneration, and parthenogenesis. Habibi wa habibti, the first, binary fission. These fissions occurs in unicellular living things. There are from the Monera and Protista groups. In binary fissions, an individual divides directly into 2 daughter cells. Binary fissions consist of 5 types. The first, orthodox example, amoeba and other microorganisms form the rhizopods groups. The second, transverse, the example Paramecium. Next, longitudinal, the example is Euglena. Next, oblique and dinoflagellates, and the last, strobilates fissions, for example, the tapeworm or Taenia sp. Next, double fission, that is repeat cleavage, so that at one time the division of one individual can produce more than 2 individuals. And examples of an animal that can perform double fissions is Plasmodium. The third, shoot formations or germinations or budding, is the formations of small shoots similar to the parents. These shoots then separate themselves and become new individuals. For examples, in Hydra, jellyfish at the time are in the forms of polyps and animals from the Porifera groups. Next, habibi wa habibti, regenerations or fragmentations. New individuals are formed from parts of the parent's body, which are divided or cut off, whether intentionally or not. Each part grows and develops to form parts that are not there, so that it becomes a whole new individuals. Example of animals that reproduce by fragmentations are earthworms, starfish, and planaria. You can look at the pictures, the examples of regenerations in planaria. Next, the last, parthenogenesis, is new individuals are formed from unfertilized eggs. Animals that do parthenogenesis are insects like honeybees. we are going to sexual reproductions. Sexual reproductions in animals involve the reproductive organs, sex cells, male gametes, and female gametes, and the process of fertilizations. There are two types of fertilizations in animals. The first, fertilization that occurs inside the female parent's body, and fertilization that occurs outside the body. Fertilizations in the female parent's body is called internal fertilizations. Meanwhile, fertilizations outside the female parent's body is called external fertilizations. The reproductive organs produce sex cells. Male sex cells or sperms are produced by the testes, while female sex cells or ovum are produced by the ovaries. The process of forming males and female sex cells is called gametogenesis. The process of forming male sex cells is called spermatogenesis, while the process of forming female sex cells is called oogenesis. You have studied, right? After fertilization occurs, a zygote is formed which then develops into an embryo. Embryo development and birth can occur in three ways. There are vivipar, ovipar, and ovovivipar. Look at Habibi wa Habibti, the differences between them and the examples of the animals. Here, Habibi wa Habibti, some examples of sexual reproductions in animals. The first, reproduction in fish. Generally, fish lay eggs or ovipar, and the male genitals consist of a pair of white testes. Sperm are flowed through the vas deferens, which empties into the urogenital opening. The urogenital opening is the opening through which urine and sperm are excreted. Look at the picture. And the female genitals consist of a pair of ovaries. The ovaries produce ovum. The ovum is removed through the oviduct and then drained into the urogenital opening. After the female fish releases an egg or ovum in any place or in a certain place, it will be followed by the male fish by releasing sperms. Next, reproduction in frogs. Frogs are ovipars. The male genitals consist of a pair of testes, and the testes produce sperm. Sperm pass through the efferentia vas and into the cloaca. The cloaca is a place where sperm urinary tract and foodways are excreted. The female genitals consist of a pair of ovaries that produce ovum. The ovum pass through the oviduct and into the cloaca. Next, reproduction in reptile. In male reptiles, the genitals consist of a pair of testes, epididymis, and vas deferens. And female reptiles have genitals consist of a pair of ovaries and oviducts. You can look at the picture. Next, reproduction in birds. Birds reproduce by laying eggs or ovipar. Generally, the eggs will be incubated until they hatch. The embryo in the egg requires a certain temperature for growth and development. The male bird's genitals consist of a pair of testes. Sperm produced by the testes will go to the vas deferens and cloaca, while the female genitals in birds consist of the left ovary and oviduct. Structure of the egg. There are cangkang telur, albumen or putih telur, and then kuning telur. And then the parts that have a role in supporting embryo growth are amnion, allantois, and tali pusat. The last, Habibi wa Habibti, reproductions in mammals. Male genitals in mammals include penis, vas deferens, testes, and anus. Meanwhile, female genitals include ovarium, oviduct, uterus, and anus. You can look at the picture. I'm Habibi wa Habibti. That's all our material for today. Shukran for attention. Don't forget to do your home project. Ilaliko. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.